Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
High school basketball here tonight on yourliveevent.com. It's the Valley City Highlanders and the Thompson Tommies in the 2026 North Dakota State A Girls Basketball Tournament. Chase Miller with you here today inside the Jamestown Civic Center. I'm Chase Miller. Thank you so much for tuning into our broadcast here and our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Today, it's Thompson and Valley City in a rematch of the 2025 state championship last year in Minot, and then we'll get to our second semifinal with the South Prairie Max Royals going up against the Kindred Vikings. Winner will play in the championship at 5 tomorrow afternoon. Loser will play for third at 3 o'clock. We'll take a break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into the matchup a little bit more, all ahead of our coaches' conversation with Jason Brent and Jimmy Howard today on our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
you need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Taking a look at what happened earlier today in the consolation bracket of the State A Girls Basketball Tournament here in Jamestown. Also, we'll have a matchup with Central McLean and Lemoore Litchfield-Marion in the State B Girls Basketball Tournament. We'll let you know about those particulars here and more still to come a little bit later on here in this contest. But first, earlier today from the Buffalo City, the Rugby Panthers defeated the Devils Lake Firebirds by a final of 57-55 in that contest for rugby. Avery Sancher shot 7 of 18 from the floor, but 10 of 12 from the free throw line. 27 points, 4 rebounds, while you had 14 points for Sam Blessum in the win for the Rugby Panthers. In the loss, you had Tylee Brodina on 6 of 11 shooting from the floor with 21 points, with 7 of 7 from the free throw line here for Devils Lake. Then from there, Watford City and the Hazen Bison, they played a contest that was a lot of defense in that one, where Hazen won 43-33 over the Watford City Wolves earlier here inside the Civic. Lauren Dahl had 16 points. She went 6 of 8 from the free throw line. 10 points for Emily Keller. Watford City led by Bailey Matson with 15 points. So the consolation portion of the bracket will feature in 7th place tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. It'll be Devils Lake and Watford City. And then in the consolation championship at 11:45, it's Rugby and Hazen. As we go into this particular matchup for Thompson and alongside the Valley City Highlanders in this contest, taking a look at what happened yesterday for the Thompson Tommies in their 39-36 victory over the Rugby Panthers. Able to lead the way in scoring was Addie Sage here for the Thompson Tommies. And able to see Addie Sage out on the floor right now here for Thompson. Also from there, you're able to have a really good game defensively for Andy Schwab. 2 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And then Kaya Hurst had 11 points. Shot only 23% from the floor, 6 of 18 from the land of 3. But the Thompson Tommies in the month of March, it's all about surviving and advancing. And Thompson, for the 3rd straight year, has made it to the state semifinal. While on the opposite side for the Valley City Highlanders, it was really the 3rd quarter that was a differential maker against the Devils Lake Firebirds, where they outscored Devils Lake 21-6. Valley City was led on the interior by Katie Burchell with a double-double of 23 points, 18 rebounds, and 4 blocks. And then from there, you had Maddie Freeze with 16 points and 7 rebounds, and she hit a couple of 3-pointers as well for Valley City. 3rd straight year for the Highlanders that they have found themselves in the state semifinals. They are the defending champs, and this is a rematch of last year's state championship in which Valley City doused Thompson. As Thompson went man-to-man, they hunkered down on the inside trying to double-team the bigs of Burchell and Nielsen, and the Highlanders flooded the 3-point line, and they got up early, and they looked awfully impressive in the championship last year. Simply put, Valley City played their best game in Minot a season ago in the championship game after nearly getting beat by South Prairie Max and nearly getting beat by Carrington. We'll take a break on our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all, from home to crop to benefit insurance and more. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote started today. When we come back, we'll get to our coaches conversation. We'll hear from Jimmy Howard of the Valley City Highlanders. Then we'll hear from Jason Brand of the Thompson Tommies. That's all ahead on our starting lineups and the opening tip. And then a reminder, we'll have coverage of game number 2 of the State A girls semifinals with the Kindred Vikings and the South Prairie Max Royals. Kindred in the state semifinals for the first time since 2022, while South Prairie Max making it to the state semifinals for the 2nd time in the last 3 seasons. We'll continue with more here from the Buffalo City on YourLiveEvent.com, as we'll hear from Coach Jimmy Howard of Valley City.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
New Solid-Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid-Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At Irie Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact Irie Insurance for guidance you can trust.
On the pregame show here today from the Jamestown Civic Center, it is the State A semifinals with the Valley City Highlanders going up against the Thompson Tommies, a familiar opponent here in recent years at the state tournament. Jimmy, before we talk about your opponent, what did you just see from your team, particularly in that third quarter, to kind of take the game away from Devil's Lake and put it away in the fourth? What did you really like from your club last night in the quarters?
I thought we settled in. Our guards got aggressive attacking the hoop and took advantage of the double team that Katie Burchell was seeing. And so, if they're doubling on her and we drive and that slows the defender in the help position, it gives us a layup. And Maddie did a good job right out of the gate with that. And then we had a good inside out on 2 possessions where she hit some threes. And I think once we saw, like, Maddie got that layup and then she hit the 3, then she kind of got it going. And then everyone started feeling, I think Sky had a 3 and things started to space out, and it allowed us a little more one-on-one in the post.
Over the years now, your opponent Thompson, regular season matchups, obviously postseason last year in the state championship that people will talk about. But when you go up against a Jason Brennan team with a Sage or the Hearst and that cast, what just kind of stands out to you here offensively or defensively here, Jimmy?
They execute their offense extremely well. They are disciplined, both offensively, defensively. They cut movement without the basketball. Obviously, Sage and Hearst are kind of the engines that make the offense run, but the other players are very capable, looking for backdoor cuts. They're fast, they're physical, they hustle. So it's going to be a battle. We're going to have to be ready, and just because we have some size isn't going to necessarily just mean we're going to own the paint. They do very well inside, and so we're just going to have to be focused on our help, our rotations, and then offensively spacing and continue to move so we don't get stagnant.
Head coach for the Valley City Highlanders, Jimmy Howard. The crowd last night, really good support from the Highliner faithful, obviously expecting that again here. What was the atmosphere for you like here in the first time getting into feel what a state tournament is inside the Jamestown Civic Center as a coach here, Jimmy?
I thought the atmosphere was good for our game. Even when we came back last night for the Kindred Hazen game, I thought the atmosphere was really good. It's a little bit smaller venue than the Dome, but I also feel like that brings the fans a little more closer to everything, and the energy, you could feel it on the court during our game for sure. And so hopefully some bigger crowds here tonight with the afternoon sessions done, and we can really feel what the energy will be like in here tonight.
What's the one thing I know you and I've talked about, you have to be ready to defend a championship, and there's so many things that maybe people don't know about it even before you get to practice or day number 1. So the fact that you got back to a state tournament, the fact that you're back to a state semifinal here, Jimmy, again, just kind of what does it mean for this group of girls to, get to where they are and see the success that they've had this season that's maybe a little bit different from prior years?
The expectation, I think, was there right from the beginning, just because of the amount of kids we were returning. But each year the team's different, and even though you return everybody, you're a year older, other things matter, stuff goes on over the summer, whatever it is, and so for them, we went through a rock bottom right at the end of the season, probably not where you want to hit it, and we found our way to just claw our way back to where we wanted to get at the end of the season. And now that we're here, it's just find a way, appreciative of the experience, really looking at our last couple games before we got here. Either one we should have probably lost and we shouldn't be here. So very fortunate with that. And so I think the girls locked in with that and have been playing with a lot of joy and enthusiasm that maybe we were missing throughout the season, because it was just expected through some of our fan base and stuff, maybe, and how they were feeling that we just win, and they weren't really celebrating the wins. And so I think now we found the fun in winning again, and you just see how much harder they're playing because of that.
Hey, Jimmy, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here tonight.
All right, thank you very much.
Head coach of the Valley City Highlanders, Jimmy Howard, with us here on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
As we continue on the pregame show here today from the Jamestown Civic Center, it's the Thompson Tommies going up against the Valley City Highlanders here in the State A semifinals. Joining us from the Tommies perspective is their head coach, that's Jason Brandon. Jason, before we talk about your opponent here in the Valley City Highlanders, just to recap a last game. I know it's always interesting, the 1 o'clock game, the first game of the state tournament, trying to find your wits about you, and particularly in a brand new environment. But what did you see from your team just to keep clawing and finding a way against a very defensive-minded quality team in the Rugby Panthers to gut out a victory there?
Yeah, you know, that's a really gritty team right there. They really get after, which all of Coach Brozart's teams always seem to do, you know, and we knew that it was going to be hard to tough that shell that they call defense there, and then they just keep pushing it further and further away from the basket. And you know, I thought we played into their hands a little bit by using the dribble a little too much. But, you know, at the end of the game, the kids just kind of, you know, they hung in there. They kept fighting back and just did enough at the end there to hold on. And, you know, it was just a good performance. We kind of told the kids, if you can win that ugly one at the beginning, you never know, good things could happen. So we're hoping that could be our future here tonight.
You look at the Valley City Highlanders, a team that you're familiar with. People talk about the state championship last year, regular season matchups as well in this 3-division system. So what stands out when you go up against a Jimmy Howard club here later tonight, Jason?
Well, right now it's size. You know, they got so much height, you know, between Birchill and Nielsen. And, I mean, they're just a really big club, and, you know, that allows them to do a lot of things. You know, that leaves you know, the debatable question, I guess, do you pack it in and try to take away the bigs, or do you stretch out and try to take away the shooters? And they're pretty good at recognizing what is and isn't working and try to, you know, go after you at that weakness. But, you know, we're just going to have to try a few different things, throw different things at them. You know, defensively, I'm not 100% sure if we've got the manpower to go with a man-to-man. Maybe if we get really super aggressive on the perimeter, but, you know, we might have to pack it in a little bit on them and just make sure we're getting out on shooters.
Let's talk about one of your players in Miss Andy Schwab. Yesterday had 9 rebounds, 4 assists. That I kind of joked with her. She finally had an open lane there late in the fourth quarter, finally go down the other side. But what did you see from her impacting the game, not having to score what she did yesterday?
You know, that's what she does. She doesn't have to score for us. She does so many other things. You know, she's got great court vision. She finds open girls that are cutting to the basket and in transition and just a lot of things like that on the offensive side of the ball. But defensively is where she's really kind of earned her stripes in our mind. She does such a great job, and we put her against top offensive threats of our opponents very often. And, you know, down there, I believe she got a steal or a rebound on that one and pushed down 100 miles an hour and broke down really nice the last few steps to go for that layup to put us up about 5 at the end of the game. And, you know, that was important for us. And, you know, she's just one of those kids that we love to death. And, you know, hope she comes out tonight and plays another great game. She's at that athleticism and is able to jump. So hopefully we can get a little bit more involved in rebound again here tonight. And I know she'll do a great job of it.
Final thing for head coach Jason Brandon, the Thompson Tommies. After day number 1 in a brand new facility, what was the one thing you took away from playing at the Jamestown Civic Center here, Jason, as you get ready for day number 2? And everybody just getting used to what this environment is, a little bit different than a Montana State Dome or a Betty or a Fargo Dome, so to speak, as a coach and as a program here.
Yeah, you know, it's a nice venue. It is. Once you're inside the gym here, we really like it. It's got good size. The crowd's right on top of you there, you know, and, you know, it's a lot of fun. We had a really bloody game yesterday, and I don't know what the reason was for that, you know, some knees and elbows, but for the most part, you know, we like the venue, so it's just, you know, getting used to the shooting backdrop a little bit, and we weren't there yesterday, but day 2 now, so hopefully we've got enough reps so we can get a little more consistent on that.
Hey, Jason, as always, good to see you. Best of luck here tonight.
All right, thank you very much, Chase.
And again, Jason Brent, head coach for the Thompson Tommies.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
The Hillsborough Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early, because sometimes it's gone early, because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsborough Vets Club. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 19th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, plus 12 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Request a catalog today. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics. March 19th, the Annual Bull Sale. Visit Facebook Jacobson Red Angus or call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. The sale will be live on TV auction. Thursday, March 19th, 1 p.m.
That does it for our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. Go to IrieINS.com. That's IrieINS.com to get a free quote started today. Broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. I'm Chase Miller with you here tonight. Starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Maddie Freeze, the 5'7" senior guard, followed by Katie Koka, a 5'10" senior forward here for the Valley City Highliners. From there, you'll have Dakota Potrats. Potrats here will be in the starting lineups. As you will see Katie Burchell as well in the starting lineups here for the Valley City Highliners. Able to see Sky Nielsen as well for Valley City. Again, Valley City with Freeze, Koka, Potrats, Burchell, and Nielsen here for the Valley City Highliners. As Valley City Highliners head coach is Jimmy Howard here for Valley City in this contest. As we go from there to the Valley City Highliners, to now the Thompson Tommies and Andy Schwab, with Jenna Schwabe, Addie Sage, with Claire Colling and Kaya Hurst. Again, for the Thompson Tommies, got Schwab, Schwabe, Sage, Colling, and alongside from there in the starting lineup here tonight is Kaya Hurst for the Thompson Tommies in this contest. That's our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. That again is crystalsugar.com here in this contest. The Valley City Highliners and the Thompson Tommies getting you ready for a little high school basketball here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller with you here courtside inside the Jamestown Civic Center. Thanks so much for tuning in to our broadcast here this evening, as the Thompson Tommies will be in their white uniforms with the green numerals and lettering outlined in black Tommies across the front wall. For the Valley City Highliners, they're in their Columbia blue uniforms, the navy blue numerals and lettering. Valley City across the front outlined in white here for the Valley City Highliners. 40-minute quarters, a 35-second shot clock. The Highliners looking to defend their championship. They will have to beat the team they won the title against last year to do so, and then either beat South Prairie Max or the Kinder Vikings tomorrow in the championship contest. While for the Thompson Tommies, they're on the precipice of a potential first state championship in program history here for Thompson at 22-3 on the season for the Tommies, while the Valley City Highlanders sit at 20-4 here for Valley City. Thompson again never has won a state championship. They've been there before, as the Tommies have been to a title game 3 times here in the last couple of seasons. They were runners-up in 2023. They were runners-up last year as well, trying to see if they can get back and make it 3 of the last 4 years they have made it to a state championship game. As we get you ready for tonight's contest, let's play a little high school basketball here on a Friday evening from the state semifinals with Valley City and Thompson. Opening tip is 1, and it will be 1 here by the Valley City Highlanders. Opening tip at 6:40. Ball will make its way in the front court as it does right-handed side Freeze. Freeze will see this one zip pass on the interior. Burchell, here comes the double. Schwab gets on the deck as it goes right to Koka as they leave it now on the interior to Katie. Burchell up and in off the window for 2. Opening 2 points on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard goes to the Valley City Highlanders. Calling left-handed side. We'll see this one now left wing to Jenna Schwab as Schwabi will give it back now near sideline to Schwab. Back up top as they reverse it to Schwabi. Weaving their way on this man pressure defense. Schwab to the paint, off the window, up and in for 2. Andy Schwab with the opening field goal of the night for Thompson, and 2 possessions, 2 scores to open up the semifinals. Valley City with Dakota Potrats. We'll see this one right-hand side to Koka. Koka will give it to Burchell. Burchell will slip it up top to Potrats. Potrats looking for the step through, uses up the dribble now to Koka. She tees up a college range triple off the iron, rebound for Potrats, though, and then there's a foul. Jenna Schwabi with the foul, her first and the team's first here for the Thompson Tommies, as we're tied at 2 apiece on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. Freeze, bounce pass to Nielsen, now to Potrats as they see this to Koka up top. Koka will reverse it to the baseline. Here's a Freeze, 3, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down on the inside to Claire Calling. Early on, doubling Burchell is the name of the game here for Jason Brandon Thompson. We'll see how Valley City can counter, and they will handle it in the front court now for Thompson. Calling left wing right in front of the Highliner bench to Hurst on the baseline. Hurst inside the paint. Look at the spin move. Sky Nielsen with the block, but got a body. Sky Nielsen will pick up the foul, her first, team's first, and we'll see Kaya Hurst the free throw line to shoot 2. 6 seniors on the roster here this season for Thompson, one of them being Hurst at the free throw line, a All-Region 2 selection. Hurst's free throw attempt will be off the iron. Kaya averaging 16 points, 9 rebounds per contest here for the Thompson Tommies. Free throw attempt number 2 for Hurst is up and in. Thompson went 11 of 18 from the free throw line in their win over Rugby, which was a scrapper 39-36. A straight jacket would be the best way to describe that game. Potrats inside shot, no. Rebound here for Potrats, and then she walked with it. She got the ball, but took a little bump, and then by the time she tried to throw it back up inside the paint, she turned it over, and the Highlanders will have their first turnover of the contest. While for the Thompson Tommies, they'll see it here with Andy Schwab, as Schwab will handle it in the backcourt. Crossing the timeline out to Hurst. Hurst at the left wing, little 5-out offense. Cut, drive, pass, and cut. Do it again if he can get a shot up. There's a ball fake. Schwab will make her way inside the paint. Kick, right-handed side. Here's a Hurst. Rainbow 3 is up and in. Kaya Hurst with her second. Make that third May triple of the tournament. And the Thompson Tommies have a good start in this one. Up by 4, 2 minutes in. Potrats, we'll see this front court. Thompson going now, a little 1-3-1 zone. Baseline, left-handed side, ball gets skipped. Schwab with the tip. Koka to Potrats here. Potrats at the high post, we'll see this. Looking for a teammate, interior Burchell. There's a hand by her, stolen away by Schwab. The Tommies want to get out and run. Schwab crossing the timeline, quickly finds it to Sage. Sage wrap around pass to Schwabi in the short corner. Back up top now, it goes to Calling. Extra pass, Hurst. Hurst going to drive to the paint, off the window, gets fouled, and free throws upcoming. And the Tommies look like a different team than what we saw yesterday in the quarterfinals. Thompson looked like a tight group yesterday, and they are free-flowing here in the opening 2.5. It's Thompson 6, Valley City 2, Hurst with 2 free throws, and we'll return from our immediate timeout on the floor.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com.
Order yours today, and we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, share their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank as Hurst will head to the free throw line for 2 attempts. First free throw attempt as long as she has to go into a complete filled student section here from Valley City. As they got a couple of highliner flags wrapping around in the back as free throw is up and in for her. So she's 2 of 4 from the free throw line, but 5 points early, and that's the margin here in this first quarter of play as Thompson will stand this 1-3-1. High post to Burchell, left-handed side Freeze. Freeze will see it at the high post, leaves it to Potrats. Ball gets tipped to Koka. It's still loose. Koka gets it back right wing. Up and over on the pass to Nielsen. Now to Freeze. Freeze on the inside. Potrats with a left-hand runner. No. Rebound, put back. Burchell, forget about it. Burchell with a putback. She's got 4 early on here, all 4 for the Highliners. Transition three-pointer by Sage, right wing is short. Rebound to Sky Nielsen, and Thompson got that one up quickly after a made bucket there by Burchell. Tommies will stay on this little 1-3-1. Left and inside, Sky Nielsen. Back up top to Potrats. Potrats will leave it right wing to Freeze. Freeze will handle it here back inside to Burchell. Kick to Koka as they work with it on the interior. To good hand defensively as they got it to Burchell. Burchell looked to kick it out, stolen away by Schwabe. Schwabe gets stumbled by Potrats. Now to Calling up the left side of Hurst. Hurst with a little jitterbug move to the paint, off the window, no. Rebound Kaya. Kaya trying to throw it up, and she is tied up with Katie Burchell. Katie did a good job coming on top of the basketball to get the tie up here, as we will have a substitution as Nora Goulet will check in. But early on, whether it's man or zone pressure defense, ball goes into Burchell. Hands are a fly in here for Thompson, and they've gotten a couple of deflections. Sage, a little cradle rock to the paint, looking for the reversal. Right-handed scoop, no. Rebound comes down to Burchell, and they want to run. Potrats in the front court now. Potrats will see this one top of the key as Potrats allows Burchell to get set. Freeze, right-handed side to Koka. Koka looking for it on the interior. Ball fake, wraparound pass on the inside. Through the hands of Burchell. And Claire Calling playing large on the inside here on this 1-3-1 and the man pressure defense. As Calling just trying to be a nuisance here tonight. And so far, 4 minutes in, she has been. But Burchell does have 4 points. Still a 3-point contest. Schwab front court, right-hand side to Goulet. That's Nora. Nora with the skip pass to Hurst. Hurst at the left of the key, finds it now to Sage. Sage with a couple of dribbles, dribble pullback, crossing over right to left, slip pass inside Hurst. Ball fake, got Nielsen up in the air, but Burchell comes back and gets the deflection. Her 5th block of the tournament. Sky Nielsen up the near side as Sky will see this one back to Potrats. Looking for it on the interior to Burchell, back to Nielsen. Nielsen bounce pass inside Burchell from the block at the left-handed side. Goulet will come down with it, and we get a foul on the floor. Foul will be assessed on Goulet, much to the chagrin of the Thompson faithful. They thought that was going to be a jump ball, but it will be Highliner basketball as they will slip this one on the baseline out of bounds by Freeze to Potrats. Potrats taking a couple of dribbles, looking to see what defense Tommies are in as they get it inside to Burchell. Ball gets skipped and into media row, turnover, and there is not 2 white jerseys, but 3 white jerseys swarming interior. And so far, that will be a wrinkle as this game continues for head coach Jimmy Howard to try to capitalize off of moving forward. Is what is the counter to that double and even triple team on the interior. Sage right wing. Sage will see this one now to Hurst. Hurst on the baseline left-handed side as Schwab going to tiptoe the end line. This hand gets deflected by Burchell, right back to Schwab. Finds it, Calling extra pass to Goulet. Goulet to the right wing, now to Sage. Sage up and over on the pass baseline to Kaya Hurst on the left pocket. Hurst will see it now to Schwab with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Schwab goes behind the back, bounce pass inside Sage. Turnaround jumper, no. Rebound to Freeze. As these two teams settling in defensively, 2:39 left to play in the opening quarter. Freeze will see this. Goulet try to get a hand on it. Calling will rip it away from Burchell. Tommies want to push. Calling has numbers. It's a 5-on-4 as Burchell sprinting back. Hurst at the left-handed side finds it interior, but just over the hand of Addie Sage on the flex cut. and we'll get immediate time on the floor as the Tommies throw that one away. 2:25 left to play in the first quarter. It's a tight one early on in the semifinals. Thompson up by 3. Valley City with the rock win return.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
And right on cue, timeout brought to you in part by Chris Moe with Nodak Insurance Company, servicing Nelson County, Grand Forks, and the greater region. That, again, is with Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Company. Jumper from the baseline here for Valley City is going to go long by Coca. Rebound to Sage. Sage wants to push, finds it to Hurst. Hurst from the right block, throwing it up, partially blocked. It's on the deck. Rebound comes down to Thompson. Three-pointer by Sage off the lip of the rim, no. Sky Nielsen bumps into Freeze, and somehow Potratz nearly saved it before it went out of bounds, as she was on the end line, and the Highliners will give it right back to Thompson Tommies, as Thompson will make a substitution with Jenna Schwabe here for the junior guard for Thompson. Hurst will see this baseline right out of bounds. Trying to get it in before a 5-count does, with about a second to spare to Sage. Sage right to the key, crossing over. Potratz on the guard, left-handed side, calling to Goulet. Left wing three-pointer is in and out. Rebound to Sky Nielsen. And both these two teams finding some troubles to get things going offensively. It was 6-2 Thompson at the 5:23 mark. They've scored 1 point since then over the last 4 minutes nearly. Coca open, three-pointer short. Rebound won by Sky Nielsen. Put back good for 2. Sky Nielsen gets her first field goal of the evening, and the Highliners are back on the board within 90 seconds to play in our opening quarter. Near sideline Goulet. Goulet finds a cut inside. Schwabe off the window on a nice cut, can't finish. Great look. Rebound comes down to Potratz. Potratz in the front court now takes a couple of hard dribbles. Potratz will drive inside, and there's going to be a foul. Goulet or Sage will be the guilty party. It'll be on number 1, Nora Goulet, her second. Thompson's third, as we'll see Abigail Olson checking in for the first time. Andy Schwab able to return. Coca will sub out as Kinsley Glant will check in for Valley City. Substitution on the way for Freeze. Bounce pass to Nielsen. Jumper from the baseline. A deep 2 is up and in. Sky Nielsen back-to-back field goals, and the Highliners have a 1-point advantage here with just about a minute to play in the first quarter. Olson will find it to Sage. Sage at the top, right-handed side of Kaya. Hurst trying to get by Sky Nielsen, gets walled off on the short corner. Slip pass inside to Schwab. This one will be last touch off of Burchell, and they'll say it's going to be Thompson Tommy basketball. The Highliner faithful behind us, not thrilled with the call. However, you did get a little ricochet. Trying to thread the needle there was Hurst. She passes it to Sage, right-handed side. Sage back to Kaya. Kaya on the baseline looking to spin, able to do so. Back up top to Sage, top of the key. Three-pointer over Potratz short. Rebound is loose, and Glant will come away with it. Kinsley Glant will get doubled, finds it to Sky. Nielsen wants to get up the floor to Freeze. Freeze getting guarded by Sage, finds it to Nielsen. Nielsen left-handed side to Glant. Glant will take the rock now as they switch it, as Thompson stays out in this little zone. Ball will go on the interior. Burchell, right block, yes! Katie Burchell with a block-to-block cut, and she had Olsen on her hip, and the Highliners now lead it by 3. Thompson been stuck at 7. Right-handed side, Hurst trying to change it, right pocket 3. That'll go off the iron, rebound to Freeze. 8 seconds to play here in the quarter as Freeze will see it to Glant with 5 seconds. Glant now with 3. Glant with the pass up the floor to Sky. Nielsen to beat the horn from 30 feet. It's going to go long, and that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. It's the Valley City Highliners 10, the Thompson Tommies 7, here on your liveevent.com.
United
Valley Bank's initials are UVB, and that B is a verb that helps people just like you succeed. UVB amazing, with the support of our powerful financial tools, friendly bankers, and local decision makers. UVB adventurous. UVB the best version of you.
It's all about you. United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
10-7 the advantage for the Valley City Highlanders as we head to the second quarter of play. Katie Burchell 6 points, Sky Nielsen with 4. While for the Thompson Tommies led by the 5 of Kaya Hurst and the 2 for Andy Schwabe. If you've liked this broadcast or you like any one of our broadcasts on YourLiveEvent.com, it's simple. Just hit the like button on our YouTube channel. Also check us out on our social platform, that and more. And go to YourLiveEvent.com for the complete schedule as there's 3 section championship games going on tonight in Minnesota, 6A, 8AA, and alongside 8A. We have all those for you right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Potratz to Burchell, high post left-handed side as they give it back to Potratz here. Slip pass interior, Burchell, kick to Glant, right wing triple for Glant's going to go long. Rebound to Schwab. Thompson quickly up the floor, see it to Sage. Sage with a couple of dribbles here, back to Schwab at the right wing to tie. The three-pointer is up long. Rebound going to be won by Burchell on the interior. She had Schwabe on her hip. One and done for both teams to start this second quarter of play. Glant will see this one right-handed side to Potratz. Potratz will give it back here. Thompson stays out in this zone. Right-handed side, Freeze. Freeze at the right baseline. Back to Glant. Glant slip pass inside Burchell. Burchell banging on the interior, and there's a foul. Colin went straight up. This might be on Schwabe on the help, and it will be. Schwabe will pick up the foul, her second. So for Jason Brend right now, you got 2 for Nora Goulet and 2 for Jenna Schwabe. And free throws upcoming for the 6-foot Katie Burchell. 73% free throw shooter on the season, missing the first, and that's the first free throw attempt for the Highlanders in this semifinal. As Nora Goulet will check in, we'll still have one more contest a little bit later on tonight with the state semis of South Prairie Max, and alongside featuring the Kinder Vikings. Free throw attempt number 2 by Burchell is up and in. So Burchell now with 7, as Tommies will see this one to Andy Schwab. Schwab in the front court, left-handed side, gives it to Sage. Sage takes the rub screen, little jitterbug move. Triple team comes down to her. She's open, college range 3. Off the iron, rebound, 1. But we'll get a tie-up between Schwab and Dakota Potratz, and the arrow will favor the Thompson Tommies. Well, for Thompson, they've scored 1 point in the last 6 minutes and 23 seconds since they had a 6-2 advantage. Sage, right-handed side, will take a couple of dribbles. Potratz on the guard. Near sideline now, it goes to Schwab. Schwab with the pass, forces it as Hurst was trying to make a cut. Nielsen walled her off, and that's a turnover here on Thompson. For the Valley City Highlanders, they'll see it in the front court to Glant. Glant with the skip now to Potratz. Potratz will see this one back to Glant. Glant with a ball fake, able to find it on a back cut to Freeze. Power dribble by Freeze, right-handed scoop. No, ball's loose, and Colleen will come away with it. Colleen gives it up the floor. Thompson looking to take the lid off the rim right now. Well, if you're Valley City, continue to try to get it one and done defensively as you have over the last 6+ minutes of game action. Colleen left of the key. We'll leave this one now to Sage on the weave as she'll launch the three-pointer. Goes to Potratz as Potratz gets the loose board. Potratz will see it up the floor as they handle this one. Right-handed side to Glant. Glant will give it back to Potratz here. High post to Burchell. Help comes a little late. Burchell able to split it. Shot is missed. Burchell put back, and there's 2 free throws upcoming. See, free throws on the way. Foul will be assessed on Colleen, her first, the team's second, with 6:03 left to play in the first half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Free throw opportunity here for Burchell is up and pure. Burchell with 8 of the Highlanders' 12 points, the other 4 by Sky Nielsen. And free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for Burchell. And so far it's been just free throws for Katie. in this quarter. It doesn't matter how you score, though, in a state tournament. Just find a way to do it. Burchell with 3 points in the quarter, all from the free throw line, and that's been all 3 points in the quarter between these two. Hurst will see this one, and this will be a foul. Trying to get through the screen. This could be on Freeze or Potratz. They'll give it across here on Maddie Freeze as they're trying to run a little cross-buck action, if you will, where they got one player at the free throw line. You run a player to the left, a player to the right off the pick. And Freeze just got through the screen a little bit too hard to pick up the foul. Ball will go left-handed side as they see this one now up top. Calling with the basketball, leaves it left wing to Kaya Hurst. Hurst with a hard drive to the paint. Hurst looking to spin, shuffle their feet, and it's a turnover. Right idea by Kaya as Goulet was wide open at the left wing, but just stuttered her feet. Turnover here for the Thompson Tommies. And from a Thompson perspective, this is looking very reminiscent last night, yesterday afternoon playing rugby, where the offense just was kind of in quicksand. Right wing Freeze looking to skip this one through the wickets of Potratz into media row. We got a media timeout on the floor. 5:28 left to play here in the opening half of the State A semifinals. It's Valley City up by 6.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies, including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Tonight from the Jamestown Civic Center, the State A Girls Basketball Tournament continues here on YourLiveEvent.com. Katie Burchell with 9 to lead the floor. The Thompson Tommies led by the 5 of Kaya Hurst, but they have yet to score in this second quarter, and they just scored 1 point in the last nearly 8 minutes of game action here from a Thompson Tommy perspective. Valley City found ways to win in different fashions against Wahpeton in the region tournament, Carrington in a state qualifier, and they took care of business in the third quarter against Devils Lake to get here. Thompson, the champs out of the region 2, beating Carrington and winning yesterday over Rugby. Shot is missed by Hurst on the interior. She's going to be a foul here on Kaya Hurst as she was trying to tie it up here on the way with Katie Burchell. Foul on Hurst. It'll be her first, the team's third. So one more foul to give for Thompson before it's the bonus, and that's a lot of time for the Highlanders to try to utilize it to their advantage here before the half. Potratz to Glant, right-handed side Freeze. Freeze with it on the baseline, takes a hard couple of dribbles. Hurst walls her off back to Glant. Glant will see this one left wing. Good tip by Sage, but right to Potratz. Potratz bounce pass. Here goes Nielsen. Nielsen off the window, attacks the paint and finishes for 2. Sky Nielsen's got 6, and the Highlanders with their largest lead here at 8. Sage will see this to Kaya Hurst, the baseline now as it goes left wing to Calling. Back to Sage. Sage crossing over, drive kick. Calling lines up a left wing 3, off the side of the rim. Rebound to Potratz. And Potratz will find it now to Glant. Glant will see this up the floor as they're able to do so. Right-handed side to Potratz. Potratz with it, high post touch, Burchell. Burchell shot fake, looking to get by Calling, throws it up inside the paint. No, rebound is loose between Burchell and Calling. We got a 3-point takedown, a reversal by Nielsen. Outlet now to Potratz. Potratz lines up a deep jumper, and she banks it in from the top of the key. That was from 19 feet, not 19.9, 19 feet for Potratz, and sometimes better be lucky than good as she banks it in. That's her second bank from plus 19 here in the tournament. Kaya Hurst, right-handed side. Tommy's looking for something to go through the cylinder. Hurst, right wing three-pointer. That'll go long, and now it goes to Glant. Glant will utilize it here for the Valley City Highlanders, right wing to Potratz. Potratz with it. Ball gets deflected by Schwab. Back to Glant as they see this one now to Potratz. Potratz left-handed side as she will leave it now right wing. Here's a high arching rainbow by Freeze. Might have got blocked. Glant will come away with it left short corner. Glant with the step there off the side of the rim. Can't get it. Rebound to Hurst and a foul by Freeze. Might not been the worst foul because leaking out was Sage. Foul will come on Maddie. Her second, team second, and we get a timeout on the floor. This for Jason Brent and the Thompson Tommies. 17-7, Valley City with the advantage.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
Right now for Thompson, it's all about trying to find a little bit of a rhythm and don't allow the scheme to get away from you. Well, for your Valley City, since it was 6-2 Thompson at the 5:23 mark, it's been nearly 10 minutes of game action. It's been 10 minutes of game action since then, and the Valley City Highlanders have outscored Thompson 15-1 during that stretch. That has been the difference right now. Timeout brought to you in part by Chris Moan with Nodak Insurance Company. 17-7, they weave this one to Sage. Sage on the baseline, crossing over. Potrats can't get there. Freeze tries to help it out. Shot is up, no. Rebound tipped. Schwab's going to be on the deck. Potrats will come away with it. Potrats trying to get by Calling, can't. Uses up her dribble. Thompson gets back well defensively. Freeze left-handed side, slips it interior to Burchell. Spin, shot is up and in. Gets the shooter's roll. Katie Burchell, she's in double digits now at 11. Her first field goal of the quarter after having 3 free throws. Thompson with their largest deficit at 12. Sage, right-handed side, will find it to Calling. Back to the right wing as they give this one up top now to Schwab. Schwab with the jump pass. Left pocket 3 coming for Calling is going to be short. Rebound is up to Sky Nielsen. And now for Nielsen, she'll see this one to Glant. Glant will handle it right-handed side back to Potrats. Potrats to Glant here right wing. We'll see this to Freeze. Freeze will zip it back to Glant on this 1-3-1 that Thompson stayed out in for the majority of this first half. Here's a Nielsen pocket triple, 3-pointer in, out, no. Rebound loose, Burchell, put back off the window, can't get it to go, and a board for Kaya Hurst. Hurst wants to push in transition. They do, left-handed side to Oster as Jocelyn, the sophomore guard, getting a run. Now to Kaya Hurst. Sky Nielsen on the guard of Hurst. Then he got Potrats on Sage. Here's a Sage open triple, 3-pointer low. Rebound tipped by Schwab in the hands of Oster. Oster will see this one and wrapped away by Glant. Glant with the steal, going up the floor to Freeze. Freeze will see it to Potrats, goes through her legs, regains possession. Potrats going to drive, nearly walked with it. Now to Nielsen. Nielsen at the left wing as they wrap it around to Potrats. Finds a cutting Nielsen wide open for 2 to the paint, up and in. Sky Nielsen now with 8. Ball will get to the front court to Sage. Sage crossing over, skips it to Hurst. No points here for Thompson again in this quarter. Hurst banging on the interior with Nielsen, back to Sage. Sage drive kick, Calling, left baseline jumper, deep 2, and there's the scoring drought is over. Jumper on the way here for Calling from the left baseline, and the Tommies are on the board at the 1:15 mark of this second quarter. Potrats, left-handed side, will see this one now to Glant. Glant here running the key back to Potrats, the baseline to Freeze. Freeze will handle this one as they do. Leaves it to Nielsen. Nielsen looking for the high-low back as it goes left-handed side. As Freeze pass inside Burchell. Open Nielsen, left pocket triple off the backboard, no. Rebound comes down to Calling. Calling to Sage. Sage will see this one. Little crossover right to the left block as Potrats on the guard. Back to Calling here as Calling chases it down before it gets into the scores table. Back to Sage between the circles. Sage crossing over right to left, gets inside. Floater is up, short rebound comes down to Burchell. Burchell with the pass up and over to Potrats, who will leave it near side to Nielsen with 20 seconds left in this first half. Potrats high post. Back to Sky here as Valley City wants to take a good shot or the last shot of the half. Burchell left and inside Nielsen. Nielsen with 10, back up top to Potrats. Inside Burchell, turnover as Sage will come away with it with 5. Sage has 4 seconds. Sage crossing the timeline with 3. Sage with 2, crossing over. Sage trying to get the shot off. This one won't count, and she can't get it off before the horn. That's how we'll end our first quarter of play. The Valley City Highlanders outscore the Thompson Tommies 11-2 in the second quarter and take a 12-point lead into the half here in Jamestown. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
It's the State A girls basketball tournament. A reminder still to come a little bit later on here tonight. We will have the Kinder Vikings and the South Prairie Max Royals scheduled for an 8:15 opening tip. The number 1 seed of South Prairie going up against the 4 seed of Kindred. Here in this matchup, it's the 2 seed of Thompson and the 3 seed of Valley City. And Valley City has the advantage. They have held Thompson out of the paint in that second quarter. A lot of contested jumpers, shots from 15, 17, 20 feet respectively, and the size presenting some problems right now, as well as the Valley City Highlanders in the first half. Shot 9 of 24 from the floor at 37%. They went 0 of 6 from the land of 3, 3 of 4 from the line. That's all by Burchell. Valley City had 24 rebounds to 6 assists and 8 turnovers. While for Thompson, shot 12% from the floor, 3 of 24. They were 1 of 12 from the land of 3, 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 11 rebounds to 1 assist and 4 turnovers for Thompson. Valley City individually led by Katie Burchell with 11 points. She has 7 rebounds on 4 of 7 shooting from the floor. Sky Nielsen, 8 points, 5 boards on 4 of 6 shooting. Then you have 2 points. That's by Dakota Potratz with 7 rebounds. That makes up Highliners 21. One for the Thompson Tommies, led by the 5 points of Kaya Hurst with 3 rebounds. 2 points for Andy Schwab with 2 boards, and 2 points for Claire Colling and 2 rebounds as well here for the Thompson Tommies. At the half, the Valley City Highlanders with 10 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second. One for the Thompson Tommies, 7 points in the first quarter and 2 points in the second. If you're just joining us, Thompson came on a good start, up 6-2, but then Valley City completely owned the rest of the first half. At the half, it's 21-9, Valley City out in front. When we come back, we'll take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. That is next.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
As we continue here on our halftime show, take a look at your on-town scores from across the state of North Dakota. A very busy weekend, the first weekend of March, as it always is. A reminder to turn your clocks ahead coming up here a little over 24 hours from now. We lose an hour of sleep, but gain an hour of daylight coming up here on Sunday. Taking a look at your out-of-town scoreboard from across the state of North Dakota in girls basketball. Earlier today up at the B, you're able to see two teams punch their ticket to the state championship. Central McLean with the 47-37 win over Lewis and Clark Berthold, and Lamort Litchfield Marion out of Region 1 will make their way to the championship, knocking off Benson County 57-29. Mayport CG won it 2 years ago in this venue at the B. In the B last year, Benson County threw a state qualifier, found themselves to a state tournament, and they won the state championship. So 3 years of this new division system will have 3 different champions in B. From there, in the EDC and WDA action games earlier, and the WDA, the EDC is set for tomorrow for girls basketball state qualifiers of Cheyenne and Red River, Shanley and West Fargo, and then the EDC championship of Horace and Davies. While for the girls' swing of things in the West region, in games earlier today, Century defeated Mandan in one semi, Minot over Bismarck in the other. Jamestown defeats St. Mary's in a loser-out game with Legacy and Williston currently in action. That's a look at your girls' out-of-town scoreboard here on this one. At the half, the Valley City Highlanders led by the 11 points of Katie Burchell on 3 of 4 shooting from the free throw line. Kaya Hurst with 5 points for the Thompson Tommies. And the first half, again, from a Thompson perspective, you're hoping that the last 14 or roughly, again, 13 and a half minutes, you're hoping that the Thompson Tommies, from their perspective, that they can get the shooting to get into system. Rugby put Thompson in a straitjacket yesterday. Thompson only shot 11 of 46 from the floor against the Rugby Panthers, and you add that to what they've done so far here in 4 quarters, or 2 quarters against Valley City. It's 14 made field goals on 70 attempts, and from the three-point line here for the Thompson Tommies, they are 7 of 30 from the three-point line here in 6 quarters from the state tournament. That's our halftime show. We come back. It's 21-9 on the way. Valley City up by 12.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
You need a bear in there.
check out bearshomesolutions.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
New Solid-Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid-Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yield and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
For the game of basketball, it's simple, but sometimes simple it's difficult at times. It doesn't matter which team you are and who you are. The simple part is to try to put the ball through the cylinder, but sometimes it's just not your night. It doesn't matter if you shoot a 1-footer or a 30-footer, it's not going in, and that's kind of what it was for Thompson for the last 13 and a half minutes of the first half. Can that change a little bit? And if you're Valley City, the old adage is if you got a good team down, do not give them any daylight and trying to put them away here in the third quarter. They had a great third quarter against Devils Lake yesterday, which won them the game, outscoring the Firebirds 21-6. Sky Nielsen loses it on the way up as it's on the deck with Colin. We get a jump, and the ball will go to Thompson. So Nielsen with Potratz. You got Freeze out there. That's Maddie with Katie Burchell and Katie Koka to open up this second half for the Valley City Highlanders. While you have Andy Schwab with Kyer Hurst, Colleen alongside with Schwabi and Sage here for the Thompson Tommies. Couple of dribbles left-handed side Hurst. Hurst left-handed side going to be guarded by Nielsen, right wing now on this man. As Sage wrap around pass to Kaya. Kaya gets by Sky to the paint, off the window, up and in for two. Well, they went inside on a little weave. The lid potentially now off. The lid off the rim, if you will, for Thompson. That's what they hope. As Valley City in the front court, Maddie Freeze will see this interior to Burchell. Kick now to Potratz, left of the elbow, finds it to Freeze, right to the key, three-pointer short. Long rebound's going to make its way towards Jimmy Howard, and it'll be out of bounds in Thompson Tommy basketball. Now, there's two adages here from a Thompson perspective. You couldn't have probably shot the ball any worse, and you were only down by 12 after the first 16 minutes. And if you're Valley City, a slow start, but then you got things cooking, but you only could get it to a 12-point game as Schwab missing that one, as it's going to go the other side here for Valley City. And maybe a couple of Thompson shots have just been rushed in a shot clock. And you can get that way when the ball's not going through the cylinder. Full court pressure defense for Thompson. Freeze will see this to Burchell, able to split this to Koka off the window. No, rebound is loose. Burchell put back up and in for two. Katie Burchell's got 13 points and count it with the whistle. Foul will be assessed here on Jenna Schwabi, her third, team's first. And you get the and one opportunity on the way here for, this will not count. They'll say it was on the floor before the shot. So Valley City gets a fresh 35 as they see this one here at the left-handed side to Potratz on the inbound. Now it goes to Freeze. Back to Dakota. Burchell asking for it on the interior as Potratz slips her way inside the paint, gets fouled, and this time, there it is for the end one. Bucket's good. Foul assessed here on the Thompson Tommies. It'll be on Jenna Schwabi again, and quickly 2 fouls here in about 5 seconds. As coming in will be Nora Goulet for the Thompson Tommies. Valley City looking to find a way to defend their title. They got through Devils Lake, now trying to see if they can get through Thompson and take care of Region 2 here in the state tournament. For the Thompson Tommies, able to get by Rugby, now trying to slay the proverbial dragon that is Valley City. Right-handed side, Calling will leave it to Hurst. Right wing three-pointer, yes! Kaya Hurst has 10, her second made 3 of the contest. The one meeting they played this season back in Devils Lake in an East-West crossover, but it was 2 Eastern teams playing. Thompson won 66-56 as Sky Nielsen gets fouled. The foul will be on the follow shot here of Schwab. Schwab will pick up the foul, her first, team's third, as Nielsen was open. Schwab was just trying to put a hand on it, and as she did, she just went right through literally the hand of Sky Nielsen, as we'll see 3 free throws for a 67% free throw shooter. Free throw is up and no good. Well, that first game is a far cry from what we're seeing here in this second contest. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Sky. Able to hit that one. She's got 9. The Highlanders are now 5 of 7 from the free throw line, and Valley City trying to make this back to a 12-point game, which it was at the half. As Nielsen hits the third, and just like that, it's back to a 12-point contest. 6:08 left to play here in this third quarter. Schwab will see this now in the weave to Sage. Sage goes between the legs. Paint opens up. Sage to the paint with the left hand scoop for 2. Oh! Addie Sage has her first made field goal of the contest. That comes just under 6 minutes here in this third quarter, and that was a honey of a move as well. As Schwab bats this one out of bounds in transition, they were looking for Freeze at the left baseline. And Thompson just looking to get things going here a little bit offensively in this third quarter. Valley City. Freeze will slip this into Burchell. Burchell's just got the size advantage. She's got 13 on the night. And Burchell throws it in from the left block. Right inside Goulet. Goulet with it. Gives it back up top to Sage. Sage here at the right of the key. Sage crossing over, able to spin. Sage looking for the step through over Potratz short. Rebound comes down and Freeze will come away with it. Freeze double team, finds it now to Potratz. Potratz will make her way to the front court as Dakota slips this one right-handed side to Sky. Nielsen on the interior to Burchell. There comes a double. Potratz sees it left wing to Koka. Koka will give this one back to Sky Nielsen as Sky to the right baseline will bounce past interior Burchell. Back up top to Potratz. Potratz with 12 seconds zips it down to Nielsen. Nielsen at the right wing. Sage is going to get on the deck with Sky. Sky will see this bounce pass to Potratz with 5. Potratz to the left block off the window. No, great box out on the interior by calling on Burchell. Outlet up the floor goes Schwab to Sage. Sage stop, pop the 3 and drop. Addie Sage with her 96th triple of the season. And the Tommies, they get points in transition, are back within 9. Potratz left and inside Koka. Koka, double team coming here. Koka will leave it left wing to Potratz on the interior foul as Calling was trying to get in front of Burchell, but just a second late. Foul will be on Calling, her second, team's 4th already, with 4:34 to play in the third quarter. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's Valley City up by 9.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns. Weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
Timeout brought to you in part by Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Company, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County at 701-757-1613. That's 701-757-1613. Koka on the inbounds. We'll see it to Burchell, right-handed side now to Freeze. Freeze at the right wing, into the right block to Burchell. Double team comes to Koka up top, and Schwab able to read it, gets the steal. Schwab quickly up the floor. Potratz trying to double with Koka. Schwab weaves her way out of it. Back cut, finds a streaking Sage to the paint for 2. Sage with 7 here in the third quarter. She's starting to heat up, and that's the margin. Thompson inching closer midway through this third. Burchell on the interior, finds it to Nielsen. Sky the baseline. We'll see this back to Freeze. Freeze looking forward on the inside, back to Burchell. Next foul will put Valley City to the free throw line as Freeze takes a couple of dribbles now to Nielsen. Nielsen up and over on the pass to Burchell. Burchell lost her position, throws it back over Hurst, and Burchell able to play through some contact. She's got 15. Quickly, Thompson wants to boogie. Dribble pullback 3. Oh, Sage buries another one. Sage has 10 and is quite literally heating up here in the moment of the third. Up top, Potratz. Potratz will see this one, makes her way into the paint, and she gets fouled. Potratz has 5. Free throw attempts will be upcoming here for Valley City as Nora Goulet picks up the foul, her 3rd and the team's 5th. Free throws here for Potratz. Potratz at the free throw line in this tournament is 1 of 2, and she gets the Plinko chip roll to go. It's back to a 7-point contest. Koka will check out. Kinsley Glant will check in. Free throw attempts. Number 2 on the way for Potratz is also good. Highlighters making the most out of the free throw line here in this third quarter. They're 5 of 6 from the stripe. They led by 12 points going into the half, 21-9. Thompson with Sage takes the screen. Sage right-handed side to Goulet. Goulet, that's Nora, gives it back up top to Schwab. Schwab with a couple of dribbles here. Payne opens up. Schwab weaves her way. Drive kick. Calling jumper 15-footer long. Rebound is going to be underneath, and we get a foul. This one looks to be on Thompson, and it will be on the Thompson Tommies. As this will go on Andy Schwab, her second, and the Thompson faithful wanted a jump ball, but Freeze will make her way to the free throw line. A 82% free throw shooter, and Maddie has yet to score in this game after having a 16-point performance against Devils Lake yesterday in their quarterfinal round win. Second, or the first opportunity here for Freeze will be off the iron. Substitution into the game as Oster will check back in for Nora Goulet. But if you're Thompson, you were wanting to see a little bit of life offensively in this third quarter and not let the game get out of hand, and they've been able to do that here, cutting that deficit from 12 to 8, and now blowing it back up to 9 here for Freeze. As the Tommies with Schwab in the front court right now, and the Highlanders again just making their way to the free throw line with these fouls by Thompson. Bounce pass inside. Oh, there's a block by Burchell of Sage. They whip it around. Here goes Schwab. Schwab zips it on the interior to Oster. That's a turnover as coming away with the steal is Potratz. And then Schwab trying to get the steal as it goes to Nielsen. Sky will bring this one up in the front court. As Nielsen left and inside to Kinsley Glant. Glant will see it to the baseline as Sky. Nielsen left pocket. 3! Bucket! Sky Nielsen now with 13. Her first three-pointer of the night, and that's the first Valley City three-pointer of the night, coming with just over 2.5 to play in the third. Sage goes behind the back now to Schwab. Inside Oster. Oster, and there's a foul. First foul of the half here for Valley City. This will go on Katie Burchell, her first, and the team's first. Media timeout on the floor on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's the Valley City Highlanders 36, the Thompson Tommies 24, as we make our way to our media timeout.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
For the Valley City Highlanders, they're led by the 15 points of Katie Burchell. He got 13 on the way for Sky Nielsen. While for the Thompson Tommies, he got 10 for Addie Sage and 10 here for Kaya Hurst. They've scored all the points in this second half for Thompson, all 15 coming by those two, and they've hit 3 threes here in the quarter after having just 1 three-pointer as a unit, as a team in the first half of play. Free throw attempts upcoming here for Thompson is up and good here for Jocelyn Oster, a 60% free throw shooter on the season. Hits the first. Second one on the way for Thompson, down by 9. Or excuse me, down by 11, now make it 10. So 2 free throws for Oster. We'll get a kick ball in the backcourt as Thompson full court pressure defense. The good and bad from this perspective, trying to turn Valley City over. Valley City is a team, though, if they can break the press like we saw yesterday against Devils Lake, they feasted with layup opportunities. And if you're Thompson as well, you come in a foul, Valley City will have 2 free throw attempts. Glant will see this left and it says they break it now to Freeze in the front court to Glant. Back up top, and there's going to be a foul with 2 hands on Andy Schwab. Schwab will pick it up. It'll be her third. And we'll see 2 free throws yet again here for the Valley City Highlanders with Glant. Everything was fine from the point of view defensively until you had both the left and the right hand on the body, and immediately that was called a foul. As you'll see, Glant to the stripe. First free throw attempt is up and in. Glant hits the first, and the Highlanders have continued to make the free throw line an ally instead of an enemy here, and a chance to get it back to that 12-point margin here for Valley City. Highlanders will see this one miss. Rebound comes to Calling. Schwab looks up the floor. As Schwab leaves it right-handed side, will take the basketball here. Gives it high post to Calling to the baseline. There goes Sage. Sage gets by Potratz. Runner and count it. It's an end one for Addie Sage. 12 points in the third quarter for Sage. Foul will be on Potratz, her second, team second. Sage was at the left wing, had a little cut then to the baseline, a little shake and bake move, and then got by Potratz, and Potratz was trying to get the block. That's where she committed the foul. Sage converts the three-point play. Thompson back within single digits. Potratz front court right wing. Burchell posting up. Potratz uses up the dribble, sees it inside to Burchell. Double team comes down to Glatt. Extra pass to Nielsen. Bounce pass right-handed side, Potratz. Potratz sees this here on the skip, left-handed side to Freeze. Maddie looking to spin. Freeze will handle it back to left wing to Potratz. Potratz with it inside Burchell. Burchell off the window, no. Hits the deck. Rebound comes down to Oster. Tommies want to run. They see it with Hurst to the left-handed side. Kaya crossing over, makes her way to the baseline. Hurst left short corner, open is Sage. Sage with a couple of dribbles as Potratz gets back well defensively, now to Schwab. Schwab with 20 seconds on the shot clock to Hurst. Hurst on the baseline. Kaya's going to drive, tiptoes the sideline, wrap around pass to Oster. Goes through her hands and a turnover here for Thompson. Oster was looking up the floor and was trying to think about the move that she was going to have before she came to a complete possession of the rock. As Nora Goulet will check in here for Andy Schwab with 64 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Full court pressure defense. Burchell lets everybody fly by and give it back to Nielsen as Glatt will set it up here in the front court. Glatt right-hand side. Thompson stays in this zone. They're packing it in on the paint here on Burchell. As Burchell gets it into a double team, throws it up, no. Rebound is tipped loose and will be last touch here by Oster. Anytime Katie gets the basketball, there is 2 white jerseys and not 3 jerseys around her, trying to make it as difficult. The problem is, from a Thompson perspective, no one is 6 foot like Burchell. As Freeze, right-handed side, will slip this one to Glatt. Glatt here on the baseline. Takes the dribble, back to Freeze with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Glatt now with 9. Glatt dribbles right to left. Glatt gets inside the paint, makes her way off the window, good for 2. Kinsley Glatt with the made field goal here. She's got 3, and the Highlanders lead it by 10. Kaya Hurst. Front court now for Thompson. Left-handed side to Oster. Left-handed side to Calling. Back to Sage. Sage left of the key. She's going to drive at the high post. Drive kick to Calling out the right wing. Calling will see it up top. Here's the top of the key. Rainbow 3. Tickles a twine. Kaya Hurst buries one. She's got 13. Full court press with 6 seconds. Glatt now with 5. Glatt gets walled off in the backcourt. Glatt with 2. Glatt tries to get the shot off to beat the Hornets short, and that's how we'll end our third quarter play. Thompson down by 12 at the half. Thompson down by 7 going to the fourth quarter. It'll be the Highlanders with the rock when we come back to open up the fourth.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com, local voices from local radio.
Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
High school basketball here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Thank you so much for tuning into our broadcast, where the Thompson Tommies starting to heat up just a little bit more here in this third quarter, trying to carry that with them to the fourth. The Valley City Highlanders went to the free throw line 10 times in the quarter. They made 7 of them. They're 10 of 4 from the free throw line here in the game. 18 points for the Highlanders in the third, 23 for the Tommies. The Tommies hit 4 threes in that quarter alone. Ball goes to Valley City. Glatt will make her way right wing, and that will be a traveling violation as she just brought the pivot foot with her after Schwab and alongside Hurst came in to close. Turnover here for Valley City. If you're Thompson, they got it within 6. They have a chance to get within even closer of that with a made field goal here. Coming through the elevator screen is Sage. Sage up top takes 2 hard dribbles. Dribble pull back. Right wing 3 is up and can't get the shooter's roll. Rebound is loose. Calling comes away with it off the hand of Nielsen, and it will remain Thompson Tommy basketball. It could be the free throw line of Valley City against the 3-point line for Thompson if their historic line continues in this fourth quarter. Tommies with Hurst. Get the ball in as they do to Oster. Oster back to Sage. Sage open, left wing triple, off. Rebound to Sky Nielsen. Nielsen will climb the ladder for that one. Potratz will see this in the front court as the Highliners at the top of the key. We'll give it now to Glant. Baseline here, open is Freeze. Right pocket triple, got it! Well, there's the three for Maddie Freeze. The second one for Valley City, and they're back up by 10. Schwab will see this front court now to Kaya Hurst. Hurst, she's going to make her way through. There's a foul, and we'll get 2 free throws upcoming. Sky Nielsen will pick up the foul. It'll be her second, team's first. And 2 free throws for Kaya Hurst, who's 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 13 points for Hurst, 13 points for Sage here for the Thompson Tommies. Free throw attempt on the first one is off the iron. Still to come, we'll get to our post-game show, player of the game, connection of the game. That, and we'll also get to our second contest with Kindred and South Prairie Max a little bit later on. Hurst, free throw attempt, got it. 14 points on the night for Kaya Hurst as the Thompson Tommies are back within 9. But this is the hill to climb from the Thompson perspective. Every time they seem to get it within single digits, Valley City answers with a stop or a score. Nielsen up top, Potratz inside Burchell. There's a foul. As the foul will be assessed, as this will be on Colleen. So Colleen will pick it up, her third, team's first. And right now for Jason Brandy, got 4 on Schwab, 3 on Goulet, Schwab, and Colleen here. As Sage looks to get the steal, as she does, Sage will go the other side. Sage and Potratz will commit the foul. So Burchell and Potratz just kind of looked at each other after the ball got inbounded, thought the other was going to go grab it, and Sage says, well, just give me the rock. And she nearly went coast to coast. Foul will be on Potratz. That's her third, team's second, and free throws for Sage. And Sage hits the first. 14 points here for Sage, a 85% free throw shooter at the line this season. Thompson sees Sage hit both of them, back within 7. The closest it's been for Thompson in the second half is 6. Potratz makes her way through the double team into the front court as she spins and weaves and axles her way to the paint. Shot is up, no. Rebound comes down to Oster. Oster will see this as Potratz gets on the deck. It's still loose. Eventually we get a tie up, and the arrow goes to the Thompson Tommies. Well, you better be ready to take care of the basketball immediately after you get a rebound against these two. I'll see it on the floor. Is coming in will be Schwabe into the game for Oster. Thompson, their season low is 36 of South Prairie Max, way back to start the season. For the Valley City Highlanders, they only give up 47 points per game, and that's the same for Thompson defensively. Schwab left in inside to Sage. Sage will see this here, takes the screen. Glant looks to switch, a little pick and pop action, left in inside to Schwabe. Schwabe sees this one out of Colleen. Colleen sets up the offense with 12 seconds on the shot clock here as Colleen takes the screen right-handed side to Schwabe. Schwabe takes the 2 hard dribbles inside. Floater is up, no. Rebound loose, and eventually Burchell will come away with it. Potratz sees this one up the floor to Freeze. Freeze to the left-handed side with under 6 minutes to play. Highlanders with a field goal here would be large. Burchell bounce pass. Freeze, left pocket, rainbow 3. Yes! Freeze with her second triple of the quarter. She scored all 6 for the Highlanders so far in the fourth. Other side of the floor, Colleen answer three-pointer is short. Rebound loose, and Potratz comes away with it. Schwab applies the full court press. Freeze will see this here, back to Dakota. Potratz to Freeze. Freeze will handle the basketball as she does. Hands this one off now to Glant. Glant will set it up with 5:30 left to play here in the fourth quarter. As it goes back up top of the Highlanders now can play a little keep away if they want and really shrink this game. Left wing jumper, three-pointer, Glant long. Rebound going to be won here by Hurst, and a foul by Burchell as Colleen was boxing her out. So Burchell will pick up the foul, her second, team's third, with 5:14 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We get a immediate timeout on the floor. The Thompson Tommies with the ball down by 10 as Valley City had a couple timely threes in the fourth here by Maddie Freeze.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, So you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Chris Moen, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Get in contact with Chris today at 701-757-1613. Chase Miller with you here inside the Jamestown Civic Center. Where the Thompson Tommies have yet to make a field goal in this quarter. They're 3 of 4 from the free throw line, but it's now Freeze with a couple of threes that has allowed Valley City to get this back up to a double-digit lead as it stands now with just over 5 minutes to play. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining here in this contest. Left-handed side goes Hurst. Hurst trying to get by Sky. Nielsen walls her off on the baseline. Bounce pass open. Calling right wing triple is up and in. Calling with the right wing 3 here for Thompson. Their 6th triple of the contest. But now it's back to that 7-point hill decline from a Tommy perspective. Valley City with Potrats near side to Freeze. Freeze at the right wing takes a couple of dribbles. Sage on the guard as they slip it now to Potrats. Potrats up top to Glant. Glant will see this one back up top to Potrats here as Thompson looking to double. Potrats interior to Burchell. Burchell goes inside the paint. Left block off the window with the left hand for 2. Katie Burchell has scored in every quarter. Up the other side of the floor. Sage trying to beat everybody down, and Potrats gets the block. And we get a tie-up, and the arrow will favor Valley City. Sage had everybody dead to rights. Went up with the left hand, and Potrats earned a block shot there for Valley City. Big-time play by number 10 of Dakota Potrats defensively here for the Highliners. And as Valley City has done, they've answered any quick field goal here from Thompson throughout the course of this game after it was 6-2 Tommies in the first quarter. Burchell spins the baseline away from the double. Forget about it. Burchell's got 19, and the Highliners lead it by 11. Sage front court now for Thompson. Sees this one left-handed side as they see it with Schwab. Schwab bounce pass right wing to Calling as they see it to Schwabe. Back to Calling here. Calling at the top to Sage. Sage weaving her way to the paint. Floater over Burchell is going to go long. Rebound to Nielsen. And if you're Valley City, you can really start playing the possession game right now with under 4 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. Glant will see this right wing. Burchell offer her hand. Turnover as it goes to Schwabe. As Potrats immediately comes on the guard now to Schwab. As Schwab will see this up the floor, left-handed side to Sage. Sage at the left wing gives it up back up top to Schwab as Thompson has to set up the offense. Schwab to the paint, left-handed scoop for 2, and a timeout for Jason Brend. Andy Schwab's got 9, a timeout on the floor, 3:22 to play in the fourth quarter. Valley City up by 9 with the Rock when we return.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 19th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, plus 12 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Request a catalog today. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics. March 19th, the Annual Bull Sale. Visit Facebook Jacobson Red Angus or call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. The sale will be live on TV auction. Thursday, March 19th, 1 p.m.
For the Valley City Highliners, they lead it by 9. Chase Miller with you. Thank you so much for tuning into our broadcast. For more information on upcoming games, check out our website, yourliveevent.com. Simply check out our YouTube channel as well. Section basketball going on this weekend in Minnesota by searching Your Live Event. You can like, and if you like this broadcast, just hit that good old like button as well. 3:22 left to play in the fourth quarter. Valley City leads it by 9 here on yourliveevent.com as the Thompson Tommies with a full court pressure defense. They have 1 foul in the quarter. They get a steal. Schwab gets it. There's a foul by Potrats, and that's large, her 4th. So Schwab gets the steal. Potrats with the foul, and that's also the Highliners' last foul to give before it's the bonus for Thompson. It's a lazy pass that got inbounded there from Sky Nielsen to eventually Potrats, and then Schwab looks like she's going to have to come out if she has some blood here again for the Thompson Tommies. And we've seen this a handful of times throughout the course of this weekend in Jamestown with a little blood time. So Goulet will have to check in for Schwab as she will get subbed out for, as they'll see it with Thompson on the inbounds here with Hurst. Left-handed side, Sage. Sage left wing, crossing over on Potratz. Sage, a little jigger bump move. Sees it to Coley, now to Kaya Hurst. Hurst crossing over, trying to get by Nielsen inside the paint. Hurst throws it up off the window, good for 2. Kaya Hurst has 16 points. It's back to 7. Full court pressure defense. Kinsley Glant slip pass now to Potratz. Potratz makes her way inside as Potratz uses up the dribble up top to Glant. Glant will see it here back to Potratz. Potratz to the baseline to Freeze. Inside to Burchell. Double team comes. Burchell able to spin inside off the window. No, it's loose on a bounce and last touch off of Burchell. .246 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Immediate timeout on the floor. After the Tommies got the stop defensively, they'll have the ball when we return. As this game has moved along, we've said the hill to climb from a Thompson perspective to see if the dam can break is this 6 to 7 points. And I know for a certain generation, 6-7 is a whole other thing. But here for Valley City, every time it's gotten to this juncture, either one got to stop or 2 immediately got to score. Can that happen again? Or, as Schwab got taped up, she's back into the game. Can Thompson try to break the dam open a little bit and really put some pressure on Valley City? The Highlanders at 20-4 on the season, looking to get back to a championship game for back-to-back years. While for Thompson at 22-3, looking for their 3rd state championship appearance for the 3rd time in the last 4 seasons. Rematch of last year's championship in which Valley City topped Thompson and Minot. Colleen will see this on the weave to Hurst. Left wing 3 over Nielsen. Got it! Kaya Hurst with 6 in the quarter, 19 in the game. Tommy's back within 4. 2:30 to play. Glant will see this in the backcourt. Glant with a couple of dribbles and a foul on Thompson. Foul on Jenna Schwabe, and she will foul out of the game. That'll be her 5th with 2:23 to play. Team 2nd here for Thompson, as they will have a little time here for Jason Bren to make his decision on who they're going to bring into the contest, as they will bring in Nora Goulet here for the Thompson Tommies. What that also does, it resets the shot clock, so an extra 5 seconds able to utilize now if you're Valley City, as it's a fresh 35. Thompson, you don't have to play the foul game yet. Get a stop, get a score, and by all means, they're right in this one. Well, can Valley City answer? Closest it's been since the first quarter, as they see this left-handed side back up top as they work with it now to Glant. Glant with a little crossover between the legs. Left-handed side now to Potratz. Potratz spins to the paint. Help comes up, but this will be after the shot, as the foul will be on the floor, as Andy Schwab will pick it up her 4th, and then there was just no backside defense, so Schwab commits the foul. Potratz took a tumble as she hit her back on the deck, and they're going to make sure that Potratz is all right, with 2:03 left to play here in this 4th quarter, as the officials just making sure everything is situated. As you had some going to line up for the free throw, others were making their way to play a little defense. Glant to inbound it. Sees it up top to Freeze. Freeze will take the screen. Sage left-handed side to Potratz. But again, it resets the shot clock. The Highlanders can take this down to a $130 without having to get a shot off if they desire. Potratz inside the paint. Got it to go. Potratz with 9. The paint opened up. She's got a floater up and in. It's a 6-point game. Schwab weaving her way. Calling finds a trailing Hurst. College range 3. Comes up short. And the ball will go to Valley City. Still a 2-possession game, and as we alluded to, the Highlanders have answered the call when needed to here tonight. Can they do it for the last 142, or does Thompson have a little magic in him? Nielsen gets this one up the floor to Potratz. Potratz utilizing a couple of dribbles here for Valley City as Potratz left-handed side to Glant. Glant will weave her way, guarded by Goulet. Thompson not going to foul yet with it, a two-possession game. Potratz, couple of dribbles, bounce pass now to Glant. Glant will see this around to Freeze. Freeze left-handed side, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Freeze will utilize it back up top to Potratz, inside Burchell. Burchell throwing it up and calling is there. Burchell plays with it, off the window, she got it back and she got it to go. Burchell with 21. Schwab will handle the basketball now for Thompson. Schwab makes her way and a foul on Valley City, and Schwab will head to the line to shoot 2 as Schwab looked to split 2 Highliners, and the foul coming on Burchell. That's her 3rd. Well, the best thing from a Tommy perspective, the clock has stopped at the free throw line, but Valley City, a big field goal by Potratz, an even larger one by Burchell. Free throw by Schwab is off the iron. Second free throw attempts here for the Thompson Tommies as Andy Schwab. Second one is good. She's got 5. Thompson will cut into this lead a little bit. Now it's 7. Glant in the backcourt, guarded by Goulet. Thompson going to look to double as they give it to Sky Nielsen. Nielsen gets it across the timeline with a second to spare. Bounce pass inside. Burchell, who gets fouled. Nora Goulet will pick up the foul, her 4th. Team's 4th, and from here on out, both teams in the bonus for the remainder of this contest as Burchell will head to the free throw line where she's 3 of 4 this evening. As the Highliners to the stripe to shoot 2. Burchell, free throw attempt, got it. 22 points here for Katie. Her season average is 19. She had 23 points, 18 rebounds in the quarterfinals. Trying to have 23 points again now in the semis. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Hurst. It's still an 8-point game. 45 seconds play in the 4th. Addie Sage at the top, crossing over right to left. Sage to the paint. Off the left hand shot, no. Rebound is loose. Goulet will come away with it. Step through and a traveling violation. Turnover here for the Thompson Tommies. And Valley City can smell it with 38.8 to play in the 4th quarter. A timeout for Jason Brend. Jason Brent wants a timeout on the floor. We'll take a break with them and have the conclusion of this state semi when we return.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com.
Order yours today, and we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
High school basketball today on YourLiveEvent.com. 54-46 as the Thompson Tommies down by 8. Highliners with Nielsen now to Glant. Glant will see this one back to Sky. Sky with a couple of dribbles up the floor. Finds it to Freeze. Here's a foul then on the way. Hurst went straight up with it. The foul could be on the reach prior to Kaya Hurst being there, as it will be. The foul looks to be on Addie Sage, her 1st, the team's 5th, and free throws here for Maddie Freeze. Freeze has 7 points, 2 big-time triples in the 4th quarter, and she hits this one. Now with 8. The Highliners 32.1 seconds. After never winning a state championship in program history, Valley City is 32.1 away from trying to go back to a championship game and defend their title. Burchell gets the rebound after the missed free throw, and it will be a foul on Thompson. For Jason Brand and the Thompson Tommies, the question is when, as Thompson has yet to win a state championship. They've had awfully good players, awfully good talent on the floor. Sometimes it's all about matchups, though, in the game of basketball, and Valley City is just a tough matchup for a lot of teams. As the Highliners hit the free throw here with Burchell. As it's back now to a 10-point contest. Free throw attempt number 2 is also good. Some nails in the coffin here for Burchell as she hits the free throws. Sage left-handed side, Hurst left wing triple is up and in. And Jason Bren wants a timeout. So Kaya Hurst hits the 3. She's got 4 in the half. She's got 5 in the contest. 22 points for Kaya Hurst as Thompson has definitely erupted after having 9 points in the first half. They put up 40 here in the second half. While for the Valley City Highliners, 36 points here for Valley City in the second half after having 21 points in the first half. 24.5 to play. Thompson out of timeouts throughout the conclusion. So if you're Valley City and let's say you do turn it over and it's a made field goal, you can take some time on the baseline without having to inbound it with the clock winding down. Not the worst thing in the world if that were to happen from a Highliner perspective, but right now, 24.5 to play. Valley City will inbound it to Potratz. Foul comes on Andy Schwab, and she will foul out. Schwab will finish with 5 points here in the contest. Second player for Thompson to foul out of this game as Potratz will head to the free throw line. Highliners 14 of 20 from the stripe as Abigail Olson to check in here for Thompson. Free throw on the way here for Potratz. As Valley City Highliners beat Thompson last year 67-44 for the Monmouth State Dome in the championship. And free throw is up and in for Potratz. She now in double digits. You have Burchell in double digits with 24 points. You have Nielsen with 13 and Potratz now with 10. Free throw attempt number 2 for Dakota also is up and in. Highliners with a 59-49 advantage. Sage will see this zip pass now to Calling. Calling left wing three-pointer, got it. Can't stop the clock though again for Thompson. Calling hits the three. 12 seconds play here in the contest. They give up the floor to Potratz. Thompson's got a foul. They do. Goulet will foul out, the third Tommy player to foul out here for Thompson. Clock stops with 8.3 to play here in the fourth quarter. The one time Thompson got it within 6, it was to 4, but immediately answered by a Potratz field goal inside the paint, followed by a Burchell scrapper on the interior where she lost possession, regained possession inside the restricted arc, and threw it up from the left block and got it to go. And that was kind of the difference here in this basketball game as it stands right now, as Potratz will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. 11 points here for Dakota. Free throw opportunity with 8.3 is off the iron. Second free throw attempt here for Potratz as the Highliners will pick up their 21st win of the season. The Region 1A team will make their way to the state championship again here in Valley City. Potratz gets the second. Highliners have 60. Calling with 6 seconds. Calling with 5 seconds. Finds this one to Sage. This goes through her hands into the backcourt with 0.4 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. The Valley City Highliners thought that they were going to win this game, so the bench nearly came out a little bit too early before the horn. Valley City will inbound, and now they can celebrate as the Highlighters are going to have a chance to defend their title tomorrow night with a 60-52 victory over the Thompson Tommies. The Valley City Highlanders pick up the win, led tonight by the 24 points of Katie Burchell. Yeah, 12 for Potratz, as we alluded to, 13 for Nielsen, 8 for Maddie Freeze, 22 points for Kaya Hurst in the loss, 15 for Addie Sage, 8 points for Claire Calling here tonight as the Thompson Tommies will play for third place tomorrow, while on the opposite side, the Valley City Highliners will have a chance to defend their championship with a hard-fought 60-52 victory here tonight over the Thompson Tommies. Part of the story of the game. We'll get to it on our post-game show when we return here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
As we come back here on our post-game show, the Valley City Highlanders improved to 21-4 in the season. Dakota Potratz joined us here. Dakota, what does this mean as a senior to have a chance to defend your championship? Obviously, this year you knew there was expectations going into this season to try to get back to the state, much less a state championship. So what's it mean knowing that the final 32 minutes will be for a state title tomorrow night, Dakota?
It means so much. I'm just so proud of everyone for pushing for the seniors. I mean, we have 6 seniors on our team, so everyone trying their very best really means a lot. And, I mean, there was so much pressure with winning state last year to get back here, and we're doing great. So
able to see Thompson get it to 4 points. You get a made field goal. Burchell gets one to get it back with an 8. Just kind of take us through the resiliency of your team. Every time Thompson got close, they were able to get a stop or a score. Just what's it say about your club here this evening here, Dakota?
Yeah, well, we knew that they would make shots. We knew that they could always come back in because they're awesome three-point shooters. And so we were expecting it, and we knew to just keep our heads up, keep pushing it, getting it in, yeah.
Able to have a really good balanced attack here. Obviously, Katie does what Katie does, right? 24 points, works on the inside. But how about Sky with some timely threes, Maddie with some timely threes in the fourth quarter? What's it like just to see everybody come together here in this one and find a different way offensively and defensively to make an impact?
Yeah, our goal is always to have 4 people double digits, and, I mean, everyone's so aggressive inside and outside. Sky can shoot, and she's really hard to guard inside. She's just overall a really great player, and Maddie hitting those threes always helps, yeah.
Final thing, Dakota, what are you going to be doing here as you get ready now for the championship? You've been through this song and dance, so to speak, a little bit last year, so what's the mentality like for you and this team now as you get ready for the championship tomorrow night?
Just to be prepared for no matter what, and defense is always, like, everything to us, and it runs our offense. It helps us on the offensive end, yeah.
Hey, congratulations,
Thank
Dakota.
you.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Dakota Potratz with us here on the postgame show as they are able to pick up the victory. Again, your final 60-52 for the Valley City Highlanders over the Thompson Tommies in this contest. As we take a look at the final numbers, player of the game, that and more here as our Halstead Telephone Company connection of the game here in this one for Valley City. And it was a 1-2 combination here for Katie Burchell on 9 of 15 shooting from the floor here for the Valley City Highlanders. Able to see this one with 24 points and 10 rebounds, but also from there able to have a really good balance attack with Sky Nielsen with 13 points, 7 boards, and 5 of 7 shooting, and Dakota Potratz on 3 of 6 shooting from the floor and 12 points. That connection of the game resulted in 49 of Valley City's 60 points. Go to Halstead Telephone Company, that's halsteadtel.com. To our Agassi, make that Enbridge Energy player of the game, Katie Burchell with a double-double, and she had to work for it again tonight through double teams, through triple teams. 24 points, 10 rebounds for Burchell. She goes 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Also with the blocked shot, she played all 32 minutes of basketball. Katie Burchell is our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to enbridge.com for career opportunities. And finally, to our Agassi feature precision egg play of the contest. It was back in the first half. Thompson started the game at 6-2 with the lead, and after that, for 10 minutes of basketball, they scored 1 point, while Valley City put up 15 points on the board. That 15-1 run over a 10-minute stretch in the first half was the difference maker in this game, and the Valley City Highlanders able to pick up the victory here, and that was our play of the contest. Brought to you in part by Agassi, your local precision planting dealer at Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Go to planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. As Valley City Highlanders pick up the win by 8 points over the Thompson Tommies. Valley City shot 46% from the floor. They went 3 of 11 from beyond the arc. The 2 of the 3s hit by Maddie Freeze. 17 of 24, though, from the free throw line for the Highlanders. 33 rebounds, 13 assists to 14 turnovers. Thompson shot 34% from the floor. In the first half, they were 3 of 24, a lot more efficient in the second half, where they went 14 of 26 in the second half here. So a much better second half, just a little bit short. They go 9 of 26 from 3, 9 of 13 from the line, 19 rebounds to 8 assists and 8 turnovers here for the Thompson Tommies. Highlanders 24 points again with Burchell. He got 13 for Sky, 12 points for Dakota Potratz with 8 rebounds. 8 points for Maddie Freeze with 5 rebounds. 3 points for Kinsley Glantz here for the Highlanders. Thompson led by the 22 of Kaya Hurst on 5 of 9 shooting from beyond the arc. Hurst with 22 points, 15 for Addie Sage on 5 of 21 shooting. She also had 3 rebounds, 8 points for Colleen. He had 5 on the way for Schwab and 2 points for Jocelyn Oster Thompson drops to 22-4 on the season. They'll play in the third place game tomorrow at 3 o'clock against the loser of our next contest of South Prairie Max and Kindred, while Valley City will play in the championship at 5 against the Vikings or the Royals winner. Again, your final on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Highlanders have a chance to defend their title with an 8-point win over Thompson. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the Royals and the Vikings opening tip in about 15 minutes here on YourLiveEvent.com.